rise, mortal, for you are still needed for other deeds.
Holy Oh my god. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, way of flowing time. And I guess hello me and welcome to the third episode of Meet Your Maker. And I am, what is this place?
It is, well, let's just say it's going to be your home for a bit more.
Alright.
I must say that your past actions didn't exactly pan out, didn't they?
Yeah, no, I guess I made bad friends. Anyway, I can leave this place. Preferably
No.
using some sort of teleportation device that worked out quite well.
Well, we're going to need you to first work off a few debts that you need to pay from the past. I believe we both remember what happened that other time. Exactly. So, mortal, follow me and then we can get you acquainted with this place a bit more.
Sure is a bloody place. Oh, this is...
Well, I wanted to go with some azure hues, however it didn't exactly fit with the entire theme.
Okay. Oh, look, you got some sigils over here and armor left and right. This looks like an awesome amount of new content, I might say.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of new content in the mod in general. And I just broke my immersion. Good job.
No! Well, maybe you would like to give us a brief overlook at what has changed. I mean, this looks like a lot and lots of new stuff.
Yeah, so in the past with the mod, it was mainly focused on the life essence that you can use from either yourself or from other more fun entities. You know,
Yeah.
your standard zombies, skeletons, and one of the main reasons why it's life essence and not blood, because it's kind of hard to get the blood from a bag of bones. Now, it mainly broke up into two separate camps, if you will.
Okay.
There is the life essence branch, where you can use mainly blood and life essence and your own, well, hard effort in order to empower yourself. However, there are also the new parts of the mod called Demonic Will, where you can equip yourself with the will of demons to further empower your own actions, as well as have some fun effects, let's just say.
Okay, so two branches existing at the same time. Do you have to choose one exclusively? Can you go down the road both ways? What's the deal?
Well, they're more of two entwining branches. Sure, you can mainly focus on one and have it be your bread and butter, so per se. However, you are going to have to invest a bit in both before you can do anything truly fanciful. Yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is, since you're not exactly the strongest fellow to start with, honestly, I wish I had, like, that dire guy, he was strong to start with. Anyway, since you're not exactly the strongest, we're going to have to first lend you a bit of power. So to start with, we're going to try to harness the will of demons. So each entity has a demonic parasite, if you will, controlling it. That's what brings skeletons actually to life and animates zombies. So in order to harness this, we're going to need to use a few tricks. So one of the first things we're going to need to do is craft ourselves some rudimentary snares. These snares are kind of, as it says, rudimentary. They don't work all the time, so you're going to want to craft a good stack of 16. And then launch it at the hostile mob until you see white particles. White particles show that it's working.
Woo! First try.
Good. And, well, you don't need a sword. You can use a sword. However, if you look in the chest, you can grab a bow and just knock them out of the park.
There we go.
I don't think you're exactly making any friends.
Ooh, something shiny is on the floor.
That is, for want of a better word, demonic will.
That's exactly what it's called. It says so. Demonic will.
Yeah, I have to name it something. It's not exactly will, quote unquote, but we're just gonna call it that.
All right. I got 2 of those. One is has a quality of 2.61 and one has a quality of 1.52.
Perfect. So when you get demonic will using this method, the quality can be between 0 and 5.
All
And
right.
we want to have at least combined total of around 2. So obviously, if we were to use this method, it can be really expensive since those snares are iron, string, and redstone.
Okay.
Not the best way. It can be expensive if you were to just fling those everywhere. So what we want to do is make a way to actually generate them a bit more readily.
All right.
So what we need to do is create ourselves a Hellfire Forge right here. And then we place the demonic will you have in the rightmost slot over there, and take a bit of glass, glowstone, redstone, and lapis lazuli. I have a bit stored up for other means, but I guess you can use it. Apparently it's redstone and gold, not glowstone. So there's a derp there. Always good when the mod maker can't remember his own mod, eh? Gold, glass, lapis, and redstone.
That's some of it.
Right in this chest right here.
Ah, great. I feel free to use, may I?
Yeah, go ahead. I've got more than enough for this simple task.
Gold, lapis, and redstone. So let's shift click this in there. And there we go.
There we go. So what this is creating is something called a Tartaric Gem, derived from the word Tartarus, which
means
is basically the demon underworld. So what this simple thing does is it stores any sort of demonic will that you were to collect. However, we are going to need 2 of them because we need to use one of these for another item.
Alright, so let me get...
Now, thankfully, I do have a few stored here, so you can grab... Let me grab it for you.
Oh, that's
Here you
nice.
go, good sir.
Ah, thank you very much, my lord.
So we're also going to need to grab... make a Sentient sword, which requires one of these petty Tartaric gems as well as an iron sword. Do you have any iron on you?
No. To be honest, I got almost nothing on me. Except demonic will and Tartaric gems.
Well, I guess that's a problem, since we only have 1 iron ore with us.
But we need 2 for an iron sword? Me lord.
Yep.
That's...
Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Yes. So what we're going to need to do is make a more refined method in order to grab the iron out of this. So what we have here is another part of the mod called the Alchemy table.
Oh, this isn't just for decoration.
Nope. It's
Looks
going
awesome.
to be actually useful.
Alright.
Yeah, I have a texture artist that does all the fun stuff. So, unfortunately, we don't have some of the infrastructure that we need, so I'm going to use some of my own life force to empower this. So, what we're going to need is a simple blood orb in order to empower this process. I forgot to bind it to myself. Rule number 1 of when things don't work in blood magic, did you bind the bloody thing? We're using basic cutting fluid to break down this iron ore into some simple iron sand. This is basically a simple and effective way to double some of your simple ores just using blood magic. So if you have a purely magic-based pack, you are still able to use some of the more tech-based stuff in a more magical way, that is.
Alright, I like it. Is this going to be the only use for the alchemy table or doubling, or do you have something else in stock?
Oh, it's going to be used in a lot of things. So, for instance, some of the armor later on, you'll learn that it's going to need a bit of a jump to become more powerful, and making concoctions and even potions later on using this table will be quite helpful. They'll
Oh.
be used for potions in the future, as well as some essential items to make you more powerful on the blood side of the mod, not so much on the demonic will side.
Okay, will it have also some use concerning maybe the return of spell creation? Or is it
Oh,
going to be
yes,
something?
definitely.
Ah, alright.
So
So,
it's kind of up in the air right now since in 1.7, how you made spells where you place in-world blocks in certain configurations and you kind of channel your energy through those blocks in order to create a spell. And it was called the complex spell system for a reason. So, unfortunately, there wasn't much documentation on that, and I am going to remedy that in, well, hopefully a good way. So, the current plan, and don't assume that this is going to be the perfect plan, but the current plan is you're going to be creating different glyphs and symbols that you're going to be able to rearrange in the world in order to create some sort of spell inscription that you can use wherever you are.
okay, this is going to be this is going to be interesting. I know of two camera guys who are fanboying right now pretty hard.
So let me give you an example just how I'm envisioning it. So in crafting, we'll probably show you this later, but when we're crafting stuff, there's we use arcane ash in order to make alchemy circles, and these are basically static ways in order to create some of the fun stuff like sigils. Now, what you're going to be able to do is write your own alchemy circle in order to do a spell.
Well, that sounds awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait. When
You're
will
probably
I?
going to be waiting for a while.
All right. Well, then let's maybe continue with the stuff that already is implemented. It is quite a lot, I might say. So many new features and a completely new combat-based progression system. I really, honestly, can't wait to dive into it, my lord. So let's get going, I guess.
So, grab that iron sand, and we're going to come over here to this furnace in order to smelt some stuff. Now, do you have any coal?
No, sir. I still got nothing on me. I'm sorry. Maybe I could mine if sir has a pickaxe.
Yeah, we should have went for that other dire fellow. Anyways, let's go in here. So I'm gonna plug in this lava crystal. This lava crystal, you make it with some tier 1 stuff when you actually are fit to use a blood altar. And what it does is it takes life essence from your network in order to smelt the stuff in the furnace.
That's very convenient.
And good, it looks like you have 2 iron. Now, you're gonna tell me you don't have any sticks, do you?
Well, there's no.
No, me neither. This is a predicament.
No.
I am the Lord of Hell and Fire, and I don't have a bloody stick to rub. Guess we're gonna need to grab that, don't we?
Yeah. Maybe that's a good.
Ta-da!
There you go.
With the power of magic, you can do anything. And one of the camera guys fell into the.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good. No
Like
gurgling noises
splash.
as of yet.
Splish, sploosh. Yeah, that comes later.
And it pushed me away.
Away? What?
Yeah, the new
Don't
collision.
I should.
You can push
actually-
people around now. I guess I deserve that. I'm sorry, master. I'm humbled by your power.
Ah,
Forgive
So-
me. Forgive me.
forgiveness comes later. So, here you go. Have a stick.
Thank you very much, my lord.
So-
I presume an iron sword would be in order?
Yes, I think an iron sword will be sufficient, and don't you dare make an iron hoe. We have enough of those. So, bring the petty Tartaric Gem and
Got
throw
it.
it in with the sword. And then we'll get something truly fun.
Progress bar. Progress bar is always good.
Always good when it actually works.
Sentient sword. Uses demon will to unleash its full potential. Contains default will.
Yeah, that was changed in the later versions to raw will, because default doesn't sound very impressive. Yeah, you tend to default on debt, not will.
Alright. Fair enough.
So if you were to drop one of these, let's keep one of these demonic wills, since you're going to need to use one of them to craft your blood altar. So if you were to drop the other demonic will on the ground and then pick it up, it will be sucked into your Tartaric Gem.
Ooh. Yes. Hello.
So the petty gem has a max capacity of 64. So that will be good to start with, and as you gain more and more demonic will in your various gems that you hold on you, you'll become more powerful. So your sword will start to gain more powerful, and other sentient equipment that you have will increase in strength as well. Then you can do fun things like this.
Ooh, fancy. That's nice. Want? Need?
This is some sentient armor. What you need to do in order to create this is create a sentient armor gem. So if we were to simply right click this gem, we can toggle our armor, and this even, if I were to put on this other set of armor, goes over our existing armor.
Ah.
So if you were to need a lot of defense really quick, you can just simply toggle this armor and be a defensive bulwark.
What's the downside?
Downside is that whenever you are hit, you're going to lose demonic will inside of your gem. But we're going to want to give you something more fitting to aid you in battle.
Alright.
So let us set up a few things. Do we have it in here? Yes, we do. So what you're going to want to do is grab this arcane ash, as well as this full iron set of armor and the binding reagents.
Alright. Got it.
So, a very complicated method. You want to scribe a circle on the ground with the arcane ash.
Oh, this circles don't exist in Minecraft, sir.
Oh, we'll find out soon enough.
So how do I go about this?
Right click on the ground.
Whoa! Alright.
So this is basically a base outline of a simple array. And what you're going to want to do is rearrange this script into something that you, well, want to use. So the binding reagent that I also gave you, if you right click on this circle with the reagent,
Whoa!
you'll get a different array. What this does is it collects the demon will inside of the... Did I say demon will? It's not the demon will. Dang it. It takes the energy from the surrounding environment and tries to bind it onto the piece of armor that you then put in. So if you were to take your chest plate, for instance, and right click onto the array again, it starts to activate.
Whoa!
So as you can see, it takes lightning from the, well, sky. Then again, I'm not sure how it makes it down here. It takes the lightning as a power source and uses it to bind whatever it's binding onto the chest plate. And you might... Don't worry, it doesn't bite yet. So this is one piece of living armor. It's equivalent to iron armor unupgraded. So if you want to think of it, when you have a full set of living armor, you kind of enter a symbiotic relationship with this armor. Whatever you do, your armor does, and by doing certain stuff, you can train your armor into specialized tasks. And you'll find out that your food stores run out very quickly.
By the way, how did the change of the environment concerning vanilla Minecraft impacted your balancing and your view on things when it comes to blood magic? Did you have to maybe go back to some early design decisions and revert those, or did it go along quite nicely with Minecraft?
Well, 1.7 to 1.8 didn't concern me as much. Well, obviously I had to rewrite the mod anyways because there were some major changes to the internal structures of the vanilla code that required either a lot of work to make kind of a subpar product, if you will, or a complete rewrite. So I went the rewrite route. But 1.9, there was mainly one mechanic that, well, two mechanics mainly that changed the focus of the mod. One of them is that you'll notice that when you have full saturation, you regen very quickly. So that had to change the balance of self-sacrificing somewhat to account for it, because now if you have enough food, that's another problem altogether, you're going to be able to progress pretty quickly in the mod. And the other thing is that, as you probably noticed, combat has changed quite a bit. And because of that, I felt it would be nice to make combat one of the main focuses of the mod. Well, one of the things that we're going to want to do, Unimoto, is go train yourself up. And what we're going to do is use our sentient swords to gather a bit more will. There is a later tier will collection method. However, it is pretty advanced for this. I don't think you're going to be able to get to it very soon, mortal. I'll just go in my sentient armor. You're probably going to need this since you're probably not experienced with how the world works now, are you?
I've got a left hand. That thing never had a use before. And now I can, oh hello, I can wave with my surfboard.
You're probably going to want to use the surfboard for other things, I'd say.
Alright.
So, let's go through this non-foreboding gate at all, and have a little fun in here, shall we?
Let's do this.
We probably need torches, but let's not bother. Okay.
Alright, this
Careful.
looks... Oh, this arrow isn't foreboding in any way. That arrow stuck on the wall over there.
Yeah, I think they're expecting us. Well, go on, mortal. Get ahead.
So what's the deal now? I'm kind of nervous, I gotta say.
Might be good to block the shot instead of having them go in your face. So one of the main changes to 1.9 is skeletons are a lot more fierce than they used to be.
I got the impression they shoot much quicker succession.
I think that should be good. Then again, we're probably going to want them to have a little fun with us first, aren't we?
Yes, I think I saw a zombie over here, maybe. How much will we be needing?
We're probably going to want up to 60 for some of the more fun stuff. However, just a modest amount would be good to start with. So let's see what happens.
So let's
Got
check
more
out that new
skeletons over
region.
there.
Whoa, okay. You are right. Region is really fast. Once
Yeah,
the saturation
it's-
bar is full. Oh, he's shooting at you, that's great. No, that's not great. Don't shoot my master. I mean, oops.
So you get demon will whenever you kill something. So just simply damaging it won't give you any sort of demon will.
Ah, indeed.
Watch behind you.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like they're having a little friendly tussle.
Yeah, it's Civil War.
Good movie. Anyways, when you kill things, that's when you get demon will. And better watch out, boy.
Ooh, spiders. Spiders?
Yep, they seem to be crawling out of the woodworks.
I am surprised by those spiders, I have to say. I was under the impression there would be no spiders, yeah?
Well, yes, I had a few other plans, didn't I?
Oh.
Come on, go for the final kill. You can do it. It's just an arrow to the face. What's to worry about? He'll come right out.
Ah. Hello, Mr.
With your eye.
Spider.
So how much demon will have you collected so far?
The Tartaric Gem says 14.01.
Well, that's good. Once you get about 16, you'll notice that it starts to increase a bit faster. That's because, along with the damage, the amount of demon will that you collect increases not proportionally, but increases with how much demonic will you have with you.
So, the more I fight, the tougher I get.
Exactly.
Sweeping strike. Nice. Right, 15.96. Come on.
Yeah, almost there. Up, I killed him. Now, normally when you do this, just sitting by a spawner isn't the most exciting way to do things.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
What I usually suggest is... Oh gosh, watch behind you. You're gonna have some company.
Whoa!
So what I suggest is usually go out at night in order to fight some things. It doesn't seem too happy with you.
Ah,
Oh, that was...
and there's an
easier than I
Enderman.
thought.
What's going on? This place is really hostile. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think the demons are happy with you collecting their will.
I got 17 will by now.
Good. Now you'll probably notice that your sword is actually starting to become stronger. Hey, stop that. I'm trying to explain things. There you go.
Yes.
So,
Am I right? Attack speed and damage?
just attack damage.
All right,
Now, there
it's
are
7
ways to specialize your demonic will in order to make it increase different characteristics. However, you need to refine the will, and just simple combat isn't going to refine that sort of stuff.
That looks suspicious over there.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of fun stuff over here. Wanna look?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this says Wither. And I'm not quite sure whether I'm strong enough right now to face the Wither.
Let's see what we have here. Some apples should be strong enough. Then again, do you feel any different?
Yes, indeed I do. I just got an upgrade. Fierce Strike level 1 and Quick Feet level 1. I just missed that one.
Nice. So, living armor, as I said, it increases its strength depending on what you do. Let me light up this area a bit up. Magma cubes. So it gets stronger depending on what you do. So for instance, Fierce Strike is increasing your attack damage. So once you fight this Magma Cube Legion, you'll be able to notice that on your chest plate, you can see it gives you a bit of damage.
And Experienced is my next upgrade.
Experienced, as the name suggests, increases the amount of experience that you get when you collect experience orbs from mobs or other things.
Okay, how many different kinds of augments are there?
There's, I think, at least 20. There's Trick Shot, which increases the amount of arrows that you shoot when you fire your bow. There's Step Assist, which, well, gives you Step Assist, so you can just simply walk up one high blocks. And there's Quick Feet, which you have, which increases the movement speed.
Yeah, I just got the 2nd level.
And all of them are incremental upgrades. So the more, obviously, the higher level you have, the more it does. With smaller levels not providing much of a bonus, however, later levels giving you a very perceptible one.
Alright, I think the petty Tartaric Gem is filled to the brim, sir.
Good, that's perfect. So, what we're going to want to do is increase the size of that. And that's going to require us to go back to our lovely abode and transform it into something more powerful. So let's do that, shall we?
Alright.
Obviously, we're gonna have a lot of editing that you have to do, so have fun.